Hey everybody, what's going on? Bahroo here, back again with some Black Ops 3 Zombie Mode. And for today's video, I wanted to do a little bit of a speed run. I kind of wanted to get to the Pack-a-Punch machine in this Shadows of Evil map as quickly as I could. Well, because I can, really. I wanted to just kind of mess around and see how quickly I could get there, because I like to be as efficient as I can with zombies, because, you know, you try and go for the high rounds. You want to get all of the, meaningless stuff out of the way, and getting to the Pack-a-Punch on this map can be a bit of a hassle. So in order to do that, and there's going to be a lot of things going on throughout this, so I'll try and keep the commentary as close to what's going on as I can. I'm sorry. Anyway, so in order to spawn the Pack-a-Punch on this map, you're going to have to do 4 rituals and sacrifice people in order to actually activate it and go to the sacred place. And then once it's actually active, you don't have to do any sort of gimmick. You can just kind of, go for it. So that's what we're doing right now. We actually picked up the golden pen there, which is why we shocked one of those, why we shocked the crane. That's going to drop the pen, which you're going to use here to do a little sacrifice. And, you got little guys screaming above you and whatever. So for this strategy, what I want to do here is I kind of want to group up these guys. Now, you don't actually get points for getting kills on them. You get points for just shooting them. So what you're going to want to do is try and round up as many of them as you can, and then just shoot into the big group of them. And then once you complete it, you get a nice 500 point bonus as well, so that's kind of nice. Now, as far as weapons are concerned, we're going to try and get as much of the stuff done as early as possible, like round 4 early. Yeah, we're going to be getting it. We're going to be getting it done pretty close here. So you're going to want to pick up this semi-automatic assault rifle that's in the starting area. It's actually really good for what we're going to be using it for. We'll be replacing it later, but in the meantime, just go ahead and grab this. For our intents and purposes, it's exactly what we need, especially when we're going to be killing one of the mutants that's going to be going there. So I end up activating that, even though I don't actually have to do it. I just do it in case the grapple misses there. But we're going into the next area now, the burlesque, where that little box that I knocked off is one of the pieces that you're going to need. Then you're going to need to grapple behind the little sign there and hit the fuse, and you'll be able to actually get into the area. Don't forget to actually pick up the toupee, though, once you knock off the box. And it'll be spawning right there, pretty much right next to the pedestal once you get out of your beast mode. But I have to say, this speedrun actually came together pretty nicely. I mean, I could do it a little bit better. There's a mistake here and there, and could have been a little bit better with the interesting movement system that I have decided to use in this game. You might notice that I am not sprinting like a normal person. I'm doing what's called a slide dash thing, where I'm basically doing a jump dash. I don't know what we want to call it. But I'm sliding, and then at the very end of my slide, I'm going to do a jump. And the reason I do this is because you actually keep your full momentum from the slide as well. And it's really effective for getting through the map. And honestly, it's just a great way to get around, because you never run out of sprinting, and you just get to move fast. Now, once you complete the second ritual here, you're going to have the big guy spawning. You're going to want to be on this side of the burlesque when he spawns in, so that way you can knock off his first face there, and then head outside the burlesque, and you'll be able to knock off a few pieces of him. Now, I fight the Mogwais, or whatever these things are called, in this specific order. Like, I go to these ritual places in this order for a reason, because it makes fighting these guys a lot easier. They will spawn on your second and fourth summoning, so that's why we want to go here. We've got plenty of room to kite him around there. I end up missing a couple shots on the third head, but overall it's pretty good. And we actually get a double points from them. You will get a power-up every time you kill them, so let's go ahead and use that. We're going to need a couple of points in order to open a few more of the doors that we're going to need here. But overall, not too bad. The double points is actually kind of nice. Double points will save you about, a couple of seconds here and there, depending on how efficient you are with this. And as you can see, this jump dash that I'm doing here is very effective for getting around. It can be a little tricky to get around corners, but for the most part, it's a lot faster than just normally sprinting. I'm surprised that this is actually a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going away or something. I don't know. I wouldn't really consider it a glitch, more as a clever use of the game mechanics that are inside. I don't know. Maybe it's actually intentional for you to dash and jump, but I'm trying to imagine this girl, because that's who we're playing as, the chick, and just dashing around in a skirt and thigh highs. No, that's not gonna work. Anyway, so you're gonna need to grab this little police badge right there. You'll see me melee it, and that thing that I shot, where I go into the portal there to shock it, you need to hit that in order to raise the gate that's blocking that police badge. If you don't do that, you're gonna be very disappointed. But anyway, we're heading to the third ritual spot now, and at this point we're going to want to conserve a little bit of ammo. There's no real reason to shoot these little demon guys. They're just going to infinitely spawn. I mean, yeah, I shot him with the bloodhound, but the bloodhound does nothing at this point. So just focus on clearing the zombies and getting enough points to get your pack-a-punch up. Now, obviously if you're not doing a speed run, you can take your time with this, but honestly, I mean, speedrun aside, moving from area to area quickly as possible, you know, we can remove that part out, but I still feel like it's definitely beneficial to get a pack-a-punch weapon by round 4, because it just feels good, man. It feels good to have the pack-a-punch out of the way, and you can come back to it at any given time. So we pick up the worm there, and we actually have enough points to go open up the last door. But we're gonna kill a few things anyway. So we've got the double points. There's nothing really left to really kill here. We're actually very close to the end of the wave. So yeah. And on the run back here again, the dashing is just cuts off so much time. And you can do this either here or on the giant map. You can just do this in Black Ops 3 in general. So for our final beast transformation, we're going to want to go ahead and knock that door open, because we're going to be using the teleporter to go to the sacred place, launch up there, and then hit that box. That's going to be our champion belt. I actually almost make a mistake and miss the damn thing, but then yeah. So head to the back of the dock, and you will have the boxing ring there that you can just kind of jump in, and we'll do the final ritual. And this is where I realize, oh hey, wait, I need something, I need to go get that. So that's one of the mistakes that I ended up making in this run, but overall I'd say it's pretty good. I'm probably going to be making a couple more videos that are a little bit more in-depth, slow and steady, and maybe easier to take in. I don't know. Let me know how you all feel about this in the comment section. Do you like these fast tutorials on how exactly you can get shit done in a map efficiently? Because I'm all about efficiency. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna be there and, you know, go over the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Just no. Let's just find the most efficient way and just get it done. But anyway, during this last ritual here, and the slide is also really good for getting through hordes. During the ritual here, we're going to try and kill off as many of the zombies as we can. Once this one is done, we will be getting another Mogwai, and we're going to have to kill him. So make sure you have enough ammo when you're killing the zombies to also kill the Mogwai, because you're not going to want to buy a gun right now. You can, but you don't want to. So be sure to be at the entrance of the boxing ring, and you'll be able to knock off the first headpiece there. And you're going to want to stay on the side. You can, if you're just fighting Mogwais normally, you can definitely rock a shotgun and just wait for him to open his mouth and then instantly stun him and blow off his head. But considering we're still using a terrible little, you know, starter room weapon, I wouldn't recommend that, although you can. And we got an insta-kill, but we're not really going to use that. So once we got the last ritual done and we got the Mogwai down, we've got enough points. Let's go ahead and open up the rift here, and we're going to head to the sacred place. And I'm going to have a slight embarrassing story here with the I've been doing most of this all by myself. I really didn't want to go look up things on how to do this. So when I first got to the sacred place and figured out how exactly to do this, I had no idea how to put the other two gate worms on the other side. I didn't know wall running was a thing in this game, so I just sat dumbfounded for about 20 waves on the other side here, just wondering, what the hell am I supposed to do? Don't be an idiot like me and instead just run along the wall, because that's a thing in this game. And then also make sure you hit the zombies in their face, and then you go ahead and put down the last two gate worms. Now at this point you're going to need to do the final ritual, and once you do this, you will have the Pack-a-Punch active for the rest of the game, and you don't have to mess with anything at this point. And you're going to be able to actually repack your guns as well. So we've got about 2,000 points here. We're going to need a little bit more, but for the most part, the Pack-a-Punch, for all intents and purposes, is unlocked as soon as we basically touch a button, and you know we're gonna be good to go here. Shouldn't be too much longer, but just kind of run around. It's going to be spawning a bunch of those infinite spawning guys that don't actually give you points for getting kills. So yeah, and there we go. That is the ritual done, and that little blue portal behind us is actually the Pack-a-Punch. You just walk up to it, 5,000 points, and make your gun a little bit better. And 2,500 will give you special elemental effects to your guns as well. I'll probably make a guide on that. If you want to see that, just leave a comment in the place. But after you finish the ritual, you will have another Mogwai for you to fight. So that's another 1,500 points for you to just nab real quick. So if you're not quite at 5,000 by the time you get here, you know, you've got another Mogwai for you to kind of deal with. And this is what I like about the Mogwais. You know, they're easy to take out, and for the most part, they're just giant point bags, I like to think of them. And then if you have a double point, you actually get 3,000 for these guys. So it's a pretty decent amount. Only thing I don't like is that when they teleport, their mouth is open, but they don't actually take damage, and then you're just sad, and you're just like, why? You gotta actually wait for the glow to be there before you can actually pop them in the mouth. But this has been the Easter egg guide-ish, how to get to Pack-a-Punch really fast. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, or don't. You don't have to. I would appreciate it, though. And if you want to see more content from Call of Duty Zombies, just leave me a comment in the comment section below, and love you guys. Thank you for watching, and yeah, that'll be about it. There's our Pack-a-Punch. It looks sexy. I like it. It came from a tentacle.